Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for another video. Myself, Darren, and it's been 10 hours since we last finished our previous shift last night. 6 o'clock, time is now 4 a.m, and it seems like we've got quite a busy one this morning. We've got to go down to our hub, load up some pallets, go to our witness depot, collect another lot of pallets, and then make our way up to Newcastle. First of all, do the checks on the Aphrodite, but bit of truck appreciation. That's a nice little Renault over there. That's the first part of today's load loaded up. And now we just need to make our way over to our witness depot. I should be in about half hour, 40 minutes, give or take. It's about 15 miles away from where we are now. And I believe it's about 17 pallets we need to get loaded up from there. And then we can head up to our first job, which is in Durham. So we've got Durham, Newcastle upon Tyne, and then I think it might be back to Durham, or is it Seaham, I think it was. And the time currently is coming up to 10 past 5. Arrived over at our witness depot now, and I'm a little bit early. The staff don't actually arrive for another 15-20 minutes, so at least we're early and not late, which is always a good thing. I need to get loaded up, but before I can get loaded up, because we're doing it in different order, I've got to take stock off the trailer, put them onto the trailer in the correct order, strap it all back up, get it all loaded, and then we can make our delivery up to Newcastle. Our first delivery is before 12 o'clock, so it's not too bad for timing wise at the moment, and then the rest of them just when we turn up, to be honest. And these, by the way, if you're wondering, are full of mincemeat, as in the mincemeat you have for the mince pies. 12 tons of the stuff, to be precise. Get my little gizmo out. At least George is in now. So, what do you want first? Might as well take all that off.
Yeah, I don't like that one. Take the whole lot off. No, road first.
Yeah, so tiles first.
Tiles first, then them.
And then tiles again, and then they on the back end. Well, that's all the stock nice and secured. For our first drop, it's 187 miles and we're looking at 4 hours drive. However, I've got 3 hours and 30 minutes driving time left. So it means on the way up, unfortunately, we're going to have to take a 45-minute break so we can clear the driving time and the working time directives, and then get to the client for about 12 o'clock. Unfortunately, due to the weather, I was unable to bring the drone for today's trip. I've been waiting for quite a good run up north, like Scotland or Newcastle, that I could take my drone, fly it around, especially in the evening, and get some really nice shots. When it has been nice weather, I've been going down to London, And there's not really much to film with a drone really down in London. The views aren't as nice as the countryside, are they? So I've not been able to bring it for a while. I've been wanting to as well. And I thought to myself last night, let's bring it with me today, going up Newcastle, check the weather, lo and behold, it's raining the rest of the week. It's always the way, isn't it? So bear in mind, I will try my best, try and get some nice drone shots when the weather starts improving and I get some good runs that I can go out with the drone. Hopefully the M6 is going to be okay this morning. There was quite a bad accident last night. I think it was about 8-car pile-up. So it caused lots of delays for everybody travelling down south. And it was around, I can't remember which junction it was. I think it was just south of Blackpool. Just travelling up the A557, oh no, sorry, 557, not 555. Coming out of Widnes, and then we're going to jump onto the M62, follow that onto the M6 northbound, all the way up to Carlisle, and then we're going to be travelling down the A69, cutting across to Newcastle. It's a lovely little route, that. If you've never done it before, I would advise going up that way instead of past Leeds. Traffic's a lot better and a lot nicer views as well. I need to try and plan a little bit later on where I'm going to be stopping for the night. I've got a feeling it might be near our final drop and then possibly a backload in the morning. Get to the first drop for 12 o'clock. I think I'll be getting to the final drop for around 5 o'clock, give or take, and that's over by Sunderland, final drop. Not too far from the A19, which I've heard quite bad things about parking up on the A19 for fuel theft. So ideally I don't fancy parking up on one of the laybys down that way. Might be able to find a small service station, or it might have to be an industrial estate for the night. I've just drove over the bridge where the roundabout is for St Helens and Widnes Junction. The M62 is at a complete standstill at the moment and it's only 7:20. So I'm going to divert through St Helens, jump onto the East Lancashire Road, follow that down, jump onto the M6 North a little bit further up, and then fingers crossed that'll be nice and smooth. So in the meantime, I've just got quite a long drive ahead of me. Let's do a bit of zoomy time. arrived over our first job, and I remember this one because it's a very, very much of a pain in the backside to try and get out, especially with all these cars the way they are. Oh my god, it's got to be even worse. There's cars everywhere. It's too tight to even spin it there. So what I need to do is get back around here somehow. Right, let's get offloaded. That's job number 1 done, and the time is coming up to 1:45 already. Now, all I need to do is try and manoeuvre it right past these rocks here. That rock, by the way, which is fallen over, that one there, that's because people hit it quite often trying to get around. And also, I've got cars in front, so I've got no space to try and straighten it up as such and then move back and then shunt it. So I pretty much need to try and get around tight as I can to this side bit. And then the car park itself, it just looks absolute chaos. Best thing to do, get out if it looks like it's going to be too tight, get around, double check, and always just take your time, just go real slow. That's all you can do, really. I need to try and swing it out a little bit so I can get a good angle on the trailer. But when I do start turning left, like now, well, left on the steering wheel, just need to be careful of this rear swing and the headboard. Make sure it doesn't hit any of the front of the cars. Start going to the right slowly, keeping an eye on that passenger top mirror. And also the step on the passenger side. Make sure it doesn't hit that rock. It's alright. I'm okay, cheers. Thank you, mate. Right, now I'm round that corner, straighten it up a little bit. At a different angle actually for this. It's so tight on either side. Too close to the car on the other side. It's not real, the white car, it's the problem, you see, it's the grey one on either side. No, I've got it there. you're unsure about it, and if you're doing reversing, if you know, just have a little drive forward, realign it up. Headboard now, I need to be careful of on the passenger side. Very, very tight. I've got like that much space on the other side. Now we're past. Now there we go. Do a little bit of a slalom past all the trucks that are parked up. And nice and slowly out onto the road. Got one car indicating off the main road. Hopefully they can see me. I'm not trying to reverse around, oh, cut around the reverse. Perfect. Next job. 8 miles away. Due to get there in 18 minutes. Here we are. Our second job for today. Greg's. I might grab something to eat whilst I'm here and a coffee. That's if the canteen is open. I don't know if it closes at a certain time, but they've got a great canteen you can visit if you're ever making deliveries to this place. Careful of the blowouts on the passenger side. You can see on these tall curves where people have hit them in the past. That'll do me there. Open the back doors, hand the paperwork in, and then reverse onto the bay. Nice little trip down to the canteen done. The prices here are so good. For an example, latte, free of charge. Free of charge for a coffee. How good is that? And this big like mince pie thing that I've got, can't really see it properly, that's going to be my lunch. That was about £1.10 or something. The smell's coming from this factory right now. The only way I can describe it is heavenly. It really is. Right there in that building. Currently, they're making Danish pastries, so a mixture of pastry, warm pastry smell, and warm jam is just in the air right now, and it is so nice. The only downside is I've got a massive craving now for a Danish pastry. Our next job is 26 miles away, and we're due to get there in about 1 hour. And looking on the map, it is south of Newcastle and near south of Sunderland as well, actually. So it's straight down. I think that's at the A19. Yes, it is. We're now following the A19 southbound straight down towards the Tyne Tunnel. We're going through the Tyne Tunnel and then continuing down the A19. And the job itself is just off the A19. So nice, straight, direct route. Hopefully we will beat all the traffic to get there. 22 miles in total from where we are now. And it's currently just hit 2:15. Today has absolutely flown past. It really has gone so quick. And then our final job is Durham, and it's just off the A1M. So it's about 25, maybe 30 minutes from our next job. I spoke to the office already. I've not got a backload planned just yet, but I've told them I most likely will be staying in the area, so if they could get something for tomorrow, that would be perfect. But again, that depends what time I finish today. So if I finish the last job, say 4 o'clock, realistically, I might start heading down south for an hour, see if we can get to trying to think off the top of my head, maybe Skelton. Is it Skelton? Not Skelton Lake. Is it Skelton Lake, the one outside Leeds? If we could get down to there tonight, that would be perfect. So then it's only about a 2-hour drive back to the depot for tomorrow. Bearing in mind that is if we've got no backloads still planned. So it's pretty much up in the air at the moment. Wind's starting to pick up quite a lot as well. I can definitely feel the wind a lot more. As the first 2 deliveries were a grand total of, what was it now, 16.5 tonne. So we're much lighter now. And the next job we're going to is 6 tonne. And then the job after that is going to be about 3 or 4 tonne coming off, giving us a nice empty trailer. Luckily we do have an account with the Tyne toll people, so I don't have to drive all the way around, which can be a little bit of a headache really if you're going up the A1. Whereas this cuts straight through. Avoids a lot of traffic as well. I'm not too sure how much your actual be in the truck. You can grab a guess around between 12 to 17 pound, I'm going to say. That seems to be the average. of a toll when you're in a truck. Use the engine braking, keep us at a nice steady speed. Giving plenty of space for the oncoming traffic. Saying that, I can actually move over. Let's do that instead, more vehicles can get on then. What's happened to him? Just seen him come to quite an abrupt halt then. I think it was alright. Hazard lights are on in the distance. It's a nice Scania. I've seen quite a lot of A&M transport guys around. Normally have the blue and white theme for the trucks as well. Here comes the rain to batter my truck down just like the wind. Oh no, what's happened? Right, we've got a police rolling roadblock. I don't know if it's going to be an accident or it could be abnormal load, maybe getting transported up ahead. It's a possibility. I can't see anything behind. The reason why I'm saying the abnormal load is there's a lot of abnormal load vans. Ah, wait, I can see lights behind me now as well. So let's try and move over. Give these guys plenty of space to get past. What is going on? I don't think the other truck drivers noticed. There's about 6 or 7. What is going on? I've never seen anything like this before. I'm gonna say that might be an escort. Oh, was that a police chase? I think that was a police chase. I don't think. I'm not too sure whether the Golf was a police car or not. Was that Golf an unmarked police car or not? I'm unsure. So it started to swerve left and right. as if it was trying to get past the first two cars. I really don't know what's just happened. I thought it might have been like an escort at first, one of these VIPs, but normally they'd use like a Range Rover, wouldn't they? Not a little Golf. County of Durham. Oh well, let me know down below, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think it was a VIP, or do you think it was a police chase? It could have been either or. Now we're looking for Unit 6. Let's have a quick check on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Just as Unit 6. Postcode is down this way. But on the sign just then, it was a different business from the one that I'm looking for. Maybe it's not been updated. Is that what I think it is? Is that a Renault Magnum? I think it is. You don't see many of them around these days. And just throw it into here. It's got to reverse it round so I can spin the truck, and then I can empty the other side. A little bit tighter than I thought there. It is as well. Definitely don't see many of them around. Try and get a good shot for you. They kind of remind me of like a transformer of some sort. And there we are. Back around to do the other side. was a fairly quick tip off for 6 pallets. Now our final destination is 21 miles away from where we are now. I'm just lifting up the middle axle, getting a little bit of slippery there in the traction. With the roads being wet, and I've got quite a light load on as well, so I don't really need the middle axle down for now. And we need to jump back onto the A19, and then we're going to make our way across the A690 onto the A1M southbound, and then jobs are good in. Should be there in about 35 minutes, give or take. Travelling on down the A690 currently. Looks a nice little village round here. A little town, shall I say. A little bit bigger than a village. I can't remember what it was called, but it did say on a sign the name of the place, and a very old historic place of whatever it was on a plaque. I'm going to say like Outin. Considering all the delays we had this morning, overall it's not been a bad day. It's been alright. Preferably would have rather got home. However, it is what it is. And I've got 1 hour and 45 minutes left on driving time. I can extend it for another 1 hour if I take a 45-minute break. I'm just going to play it by ear at the moment, see how we get on. I'm still waiting for the office to get back to me and see if they've got a backload or not. And it's just approaching 3:30 already. When I was at the previous client, I could hear a lot of sirens coming from the A19. So it kind of makes me think it might have been more of a VIP instead of a police chase. It sounded a bit like 3 or 4 police cars with their sirens on that I could hear in the distance. So maybe it could have been another VIP escort whilst I was getting unloaded, possibly. See, but that or the crime's just gone through the roof in the last 10 minutes. Back into County Durham, West Rainton. Just arrived now at the final client, and I don't know if you can hear that rain, but it's absolutely bouncing it down right now. And we're just pump trucking it to the back door. Wow. Parked up for the night, and I've got to say I've found the absolutely perfect place to park up for the night. I know I say this every time because it can be hit and miss, to be honest with you. Certain areas that you're in, you don't know whether it's rough or not if you're not from the area. You could park on some nice industrial estate, wake up in the morning, your fuel's been stolen. Again, you don't know what the area's like, do you? So, what I've managed to do, my client, that we've just dropped our last pallets off, is there. That's their gate. I could have parked sort of against hedges there, or on this side, but I didn't really want to block their entrance in and out because they have trucks coming in and out, and they might have night shift as well. So that's a little bit of extra security. We've got a business just here, and in between the pallets, they can see the truck and the cab, and they have security walking around there, or at least people working there with high vis. And to top it off, right down there, I didn't know it at the time, but that looks like a little police headquarters. And the truck is tucked in just off the road into like little, kind of like a lay-by, because the road is wide and then it starts getting a little bit more narrower here. So I've tucked myself in nice there. The fuel tank's on this side, so if they all go try and steal it, we've got the police over there, hopefully they'll never see them. And just to ensure they're not some opportunists what come along and go, do you know what? It could be full of TVs, this, let's slice the back of it. I've got the back door open, so they can just check. They come down, see there's nothing in the back of there. There's no point stealing fuel because they've got the police over there. Fingers crossed on that. You never know. People still try it out there. And yeah, let's have a nice little walk. I looked on Google Maps. There's a little pub not too far around here. It looks like a nice little country style pub, so hopefully I can get a nice meal from there and put my feet up, watch a film or something, and then have a 10-minute walk back. But yeah, looks quite a good little place. What do you reckon? And it is just off the road enough, and when you're driving past, you won't actually see it. Well, kind of. Unless you drive down this section, you will see it. But there's no reason to drive down here unless you go into the police, or this business here, or the one that I've just been to. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Fox Cub. Hopefully, they've got some nice, cheap meals we can do, like a meal deal. Maybe like a mixed grill or a curry. Careful don't get run over by the cars. It seems to be a really nice pub. I've got reserves around here. That's not too much of a bad deal. Burger and a drink, $13.25. Nice little burger, chips and a lager top. Not a bad way to finish the night. Why not? Gotta treat yourself. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of feel a little bit guilty because Leon's at home looking after a 3-year-old whilst I'm here enjoying a nice meal, enjoying the peace and a nice apple crumble. Now the only downside is walking back to the truck in the rain. The place where I'm currently at is something called Durham Gate. I've never been here before, but it's a nice little area to be honest with you. It's a big nursing home over there. You got new builds that way. And I think it's probably going to be a bit more up and coming. I think there's a lot of investment around this area for it. But the Fox Cub pub where I've just been to, very nice, and the food was really good as well. And our trip for tomorrow is about 40 minutes drive to get there. However, I don't need to get there until 9 o'clock, but I'm going to try and aim between 8, half 8, get there nice and early just before the Outin. Hopefully they'll load me up straight away. But yeah, that means I can have a nice little lie-in as well. I don't have to get up early. I'm thinking setting the alarm for 6:30, 7 o'clock, see how we get on. And there we are. Just see it through the trees. Back home for the night. Time has just hit 7 o'clock and I won't lie, I am absolutely shattered. I'm going to stick the TV on for about half hour. I want to be asleep for about 8, half 8, so I'll get a good night's sleep. It's not too warm tonight, which is good, but I've got a little fan, so I'm just going to stick that up actually on the roof before I do forget. Can't get a hook out then. So I'll stick that up on there. So that's going to be blowing down on me. And then, yeah, just have a real good night's sleep tonight, I think. There's not really much to show you at the moment, unfortunately. I'm just going to put my feet up, watch a bit of TV, enjoy the peace. And yeah, and as I said already, have a good night's sleep because I need it. I'm absolutely shattered. Getting up at 2 o'clock yesterday and 3 o'clock today. 2 long days as well. 28 hours done already in 2 days. And it's only, like I said, it's only Tuesday, 20 hours done. Crazy. Tomorrow shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully, I should be able to get a nice early finish. Go pick the little man up, but play it by ear, see what happens for tomorrow. I'm not too sure where the collection's going, whether it's going back to our yard or straight to one of the clients. It could be going anywhere. Literally could be going anywhere. That's a good thing about driving. One thing I do like is you don't know what you're doing from day to day, and if you like your set things, then maybe, especially if you do nights out, might not be the best, but a lot of places you can get your own certain runs, so don't worry about that too much. But have a great night, and I'll see you in the morning. And just before I do forget, a nice little trick for you. If you ever do tramping and you're not really anywhere secure, because I don't know what this area is like, anything could happen during the night. Get your seat, push it forward so it's quite close to the steering wheel. Get your seatbelt, wrap it in between the door like so, and then into the clip. Doors are locked, but if anybody, say, for example, smashes a window, tries to get in, you've got that extra little bit of protection there, haven't you? I don't think you ever need it, but however, it's better to be safe than sorry. My word, them seagulls are loud. Good morning. Oh my word. Them seagulls last night. You can probably hear them now in the distance. I've not stopped. Woke me up about 3 o'clock in the morning. Loud as anything, jumping on the roof of the cab. I think they were trying their hardest to wake me up, being honest with you. So I'm having a little bit of a ghetto wash, as we may call it. A little bottle of water. Wet toothbrush, as you normally do your teeth. So it's not the most luxury way to do it, but it does the job. And then finally, the wash. It's not the best, but does the job. Wakes you up for sure. Nice cold bottle of water. I never thought I'd be filming myself, putting it on YouTube, having a wash with a bottle of water, but needs must when you're out in the middle of nowhere, no access to fresh water or anything. So you got to do tramping full time. This is what you got to do, guys. This is what you got to do from time to time, unfortunately. You can always have service stations. I will be honest with you, I slept like a baby last night. It was so good, except for the seagulls. Back door's been closed too, and just go give the truck a quick walk around, make sure there's no damage to any of the tyres. May have picked up a puncture whilst out on the road last night before parking up. Side curtain is in good condition, buckles are in good condition, so's the metal framework. Going around, our tyres are still alright. Again, just check the tread if you want, stick your fingers right in. And most importantly, the fuel has not been touched, which overall makes it a good night. Our first destination for this morning is 26 miles away, due to get there in about an hour with traffic included, and it's over towards Stockton-on-Tees by the looks of it. Luckily for us, we don't actually need to be there until about 8 o'clock, so we've got quite a relaxing morning. I could have stayed in bed for another hour or stayed where I was, but just in case there's any accidents on the road, heavy traffic, etc., I'll try and get that over to the client early as we can. Just going slow around that corner. And we're going to be following for the A167, going over across the M1 and over towards the A1 by the looks of it. got some big roadworks down at the end of this road where the roundabout is. We got stuck in last night. So that's going to slow us down a little bit at least. Across the border over to Hartlepool. Still travelling down the A689. 13 miles still to go. Hoping it's going to be a little bit better weather today. Been a bit wet and miserable, hasn't it, the last few days? That's roundabout. I thought it was roadworks at first. I'm still waiting for confirmation from the office where this actual collection is going to be delivered as well. I presume it's in the Warrington or Manchester area. If so, that's not too bad. And then I'll be home tonight. The only thing I've been provided with so far is the postcode only. So hopefully it is confirmed that we actually are making a collection, because it was in a bit of hit and miss last night whether it's actually going ahead. Oh well, I still get paid the same whether I make a collection or not. It's a good thing about not working for yourself. I've got to admit though, it's still not putting me off try and get my own truck one day. Oh, accident right there in front. Them two just had a crash. It's like the one in black wasn't paying attention. You just see the bumper on the black car just crumble inwards. Believe it or not, in about 3 years of driving class 1 trucks, that's probably the second accident I've actually seen happen in front of me. No, third. I've seen it twice where someone's gone in the back of somebody on the roundabouts, and the worst one I've seen where I had to stop and close the road using the truck. I had to block the whole of the carriageway with the truck. It was, I think it was on one of the vlogs actually. I can't remember if I actually recorded it or not. If I caught it. And it's driving down the East Lancs, going from Haydock towards Liverpool way. And this was about 2.5 years ago. So if it is on my vlogging channel, it'll be one of the very early videos. And there was an old chap in the right hand lane going rather slow. So somebody in a BM decided to try and undertake. And just as there was pretty much neck on neck next to each other, the old guy didn't check his mirror and just pulled over to the left, and then just bounced off each other like a pinball machine. Bounced. One went straight into the central barrier, the other one went into the hedges. I was like, alright, okay, that just happened. So block the road, make sure nobody can obviously drive through and get injured. There was rubble all over, debris all over the floor. So help clear all the road up so cars can start getting past one by one after the people were okay. Had to make the phone call, get the fire brigade out because they had some fuel on the floor, get the police out, ambulance. Luckily nobody was seriously injured. I think it was just more like whiplash and pride really. Yeah, luckily you don't see that too often. It's never nice when you see anything like that. Exiting this A689 down onto the A19. And if you're looking for somewhere cheap to park up, by the way, if you're in this area, which is actually okay, there's a service station just to my left. There's a BP Londis there, Greg's, you got McDonald's. I think it was only like £8.50 for the night. So it was actually really cheap. No shower facilities, but secured parking, isn't it? There's only about 6 spaces. So it's just off the A689. I suppose I could have stopped there last night. However, these trucks get so dusty so quickly. To pretty much polish these trucks down every day, at least twice a day, to keep on top of them. But I wouldn't recommend pulling up on one of these laybys on the A19, because I've heard a lot of bad things about the A19, like fuel theft, curtains getting sliced, trucks getting attacked and whatnot. Looks like there might have been an accident down here. Put the hazard lights on for a second to keep people informed behind. Still got 9 miles to go. Got plenty of time. Got about an hour and 15 spare time currently. Following down the A66, just gone through Middlesbrough, and I think we're following it down towards Teesport at the moment. Only 2 miles away from our destination. That's a nice view in the distance. Only a mile to go. I'm going straight across the roundabout, following the A66 still. I've made quite a few deliveries and collections from this area in the past, especially to the right. I've done quite a few down there. And a couple to the left actually as well. If you've got any questions about the vlogs or about HGV driving in general, let me know down below. Try my best to answer as much as I can. The stuff we're collecting right now could be anything. It could be palletized goods, It could be bales of plastic to be recycled. It could be paper. It could be machinery. It could be sheet metal, anything. It's one good thing about general haulage, you never know what you're going to be carrying from one day to the next. To be fair though, one of our bigger clients, they specialise in like tissues, blue rolls, napkins, etc. So we do deal a lot of that type of product. Right, quarter of a mile to go. I'm trying to think to myself if I've actually been here before, but I don't recognise that little monument in the middle of the roundabout. I think that's meant to be molten metal coming out of a giant tub. There's a lot of steelworks around here, isn't there? Across we go. That's kind of threw me off. There's a horse grazing on grass that looks like to be a car park. Where's the owner? Why is there a horse on its own? That's definitely something you don't see every day. I need to try and pull over somewhere so we can get hold of the office, just to try and confirm where and what we're collecting. This would do here. Whilst waiting for the office to get back to me, let's have a word by one of our sponsors. I always try and keep myself topped up with holy drinks whilst I'm out and away in the truck. The three main drinks that they provide are hydration, energy, or fruit tea flavours. As you can see, there is plenty of different flavours there, and I think today for the morning we'll go for our apple alligator energy drink. As it reads on the package, these energy drinks, no sugar, no taurine, and all natural flavours. Every single one of them are a lot better for you than instead of just off-the-shelf energy drinks. The fruit tea flavours that I've still got left to try are the mango and passion fruit, lime mint, apple green, and also the hibiscus. And I've only got two of the hydration ones left, lemon and white peach. If you are interested in trying any of Holy's drinks range, either the hydration, energy or fruit tea flavours, links are down below. Go grab yourself some. You can get them in little mixture boxes, so if you're unsure what flavour to try, you can get beginner sets for them, or you can buy the big tubs as well. It works out about £1 per sachet or per serving, and again, it's a lot cheaper than off your shelf. And by using the product codes right here, you can get £5 off your first order or 10% going forward. Simply mix it up with half a litre of water into your shaker. Give it a quick shake and enjoy. Well, I didn't expect that to be landing right on that building. Arrived over at the client. Time is now 9:25. I've been here for about 40 minutes, give or take, waiting on the weighbridge. I had to stand around in the office for about half hour whilst they were having a morning meeting with all the management team. So, in the meantime, to take advantage of waiting around, and instead of sitting on TikTok or whatever, let's give this place a little bit of a clean up, because dust has accumulated so much over the last few days by some of the sites that I've been going to because they're so dry. So let's get all this nice and polished for the morning. I'm currently sat outside one of the factories where I think they make parts for JCB, what I can gather anyway, because the place that we're actually making delivery to is the JCB tour factory in Utoxeter. So we're going down there I've not got a clue what I'm collecting. Again, could be palletised goods, could be machinery, could be anything, honestly. Could be absolutely anything. So yeah, I've got to wait around for them to come out and load me. A lot waiting around in this game, isn't there, if you noticed on the last few videos. That is for sure. Luckily we got ourselves a little banksman. Got to be careful with the passenger side headboard. Down, mate. Cheers, mate. Time has just hit 10 past 11. So we've been there for just over 2 hours to get loaded up. Fairly heavy load, and the majority of the weight is on the front, unfortunately. Tried to get it spread out as much as it can, but with the size of the pallets, they're only Euro size pallets, but it covers around half of the trailer, so the back half is empty, front half is okay. It's about 20 ton all in all, spread out as much as we can. We don't want too much weight on the front. So if you ever get to somewhere and they're trying to double stack everything, all the weight on the front, just tell them, don't double stack it, spread it out. And we're going to be following for the A66. And then the A19 southbound. Our delivery point, as it stands, we're due to get there for 3:15. It's 152 miles away, and it's down in Outin. And it's the plant for the JCB tours. So I've never been there before, but supposedly they have like a big factory place and you can do tours there. It's not the one on Stoke by the A50, I checked. It's not far from the A50 though. Right, and it's been that lane over there. A19 south. Slow it right down, get past here. You don't want to go too fast around these corners. You can feel the weight shift if you got a really heavy trailer. Not currently with myself, but just in general. Nice and easy drive down though, just pretty much following the A19 all the way down. And then I think I'll be joining on to the A1. I think it's the A1. And then cutting across around Derby, so it might actually be the M1 actually. Trying to think now which route this one actually joins onto, follow it right down. So it is the A1 and they're joining onto the M18, I think, off the top of my head. Then that should connect us to the M1 southbound and then following it all the way down as much as we can. We need to make sure we take a break in the meantime. So the ETA of around 3:15 to 3:30, that's including a 45-minute break as well. That's a quick break taken care of. Spam, egg and a black pudding. Absolutely hit the spot. Really nice guy as well. I want to chat to him. He runs that little butty van off the A19. Recommend going there, guys. Perfect timing, get straight out. Still got 134 miles left to go. We're looking about a 3-hour drive still. And I need to take another break though before I get there, because I've already had 15 minutes just then, grab something to eat, so I don't go over the working time directive, etc. And I've got 3 hours driving time left. So just on the outskirts of Derby, I'll take another break. So then I've got a fresh 4.5 hours to finish the delivery, make the delivery, and then drive all the way back to our yard. If it's taking a full 45 minutes now, then I'll probably need another break on the way back to the yard a little bit later on, which is just going to waste 45 minutes really. So it's better just to separate it for today, have a 15 and then a 30. Of some sort. I don't really know my birds. I think it might have been a hawk, like sparrowhawk, kestrel. Not too sure where it was. Bird of prey in the field. Looking for some dinner. Just swooped down and grabbed something as I drove past. A very old church there to the left, which is a little bit odd really, because it looks like it's connected to the farm. It's like a working farm and the church share the same driveway. Weather's holding up, which is always good. I need to try and get some fuel as well. I've got just over a quarter of a tank. So what I may actually do is stop on the M1 southbound, one of the services, and then I'll be able to take a break and get fuel at the same stop then. I didn't realise when I set off and I looked at the sat-nav, and the sat-nav was telling me to go all the way down the A1, cutting across the M18 onto the M1 itself, and then down to the A50. But then when I come to the Leeds area, I was like, wait a minute, why am I going all the way around when I can just stay on the M1 itself by Leeds and go straight down to Derby? Oh, typical sat-nav strikes again. I still need to update it. I've been telling myself for about a year and a half to update it, but I keep leaving the sat-nav in the truck. So when I get home, I'm like, oh, I've got to do an update. To be honest with you, I could be doing with a new one anyway. I might invest soon. Get myself a nice shiny new TomTom. There are other brands out there, obviously, but I just like the layout of TomToms. I've always had them. It's kind of like Apple and Android. I've always stuck with Apple phones because it's all I've really had. I've had one Android phone, didn't like it, went back to Apple. And it's pretty much the same with sat-navs. I've had a Garmin, I've tried a couple of other different brands. TomTom, for me personally, is the preferable choice. But I need to get a new one. It still does its job, kind of, anyway. At least it makes me not rely on it 100%, so I can just take everything it says with a pinch of salt and use it as a guide, but still use my trucker sense as such to make sure, no, you go the right way where needed. For an example, like today, instead of going down the A1 and cutting across, I might just stick on the M1 and go straight down. It might be a mile or two longer this way, but it's a more direct route. Why go to 3 or 4 different motorways when you don't need to? I really don't understand why it was sending me that way when I look back on it now. I've probably got some people who are watching this vlog back just screaming at the TV going, why are you going that way, Darren? Don't follow your sat-nav, just go straight down the M1. It's a lot straightforward and easier. Or, as Ryan probably is now, screaming at the TV saying, update your sat-nav. I've got a warning coming up now for low fuel. We've got 120 miles still to go, so I don't need it anytime soon. But I've got 2 hours of driving time anyway, so within the next hour I'm going to pull over, take a break and get some fuel as well. Possibly around Leicester services, I'm thinking. I think they accept the fuel cards that we use. Sometime later, and we've just made our way down towards Sheffield. So we'll be driving past Sheffield now. Just try and move over. Yep, he's let me through. Thank you very much. And we're going down to 50 miles per hour according to the matrix signs. So let's get that cruise control on. I've still got 68 miles to go. I was thinking to myself while I was driving down then, I think I said earlier on that I'll take a break maybe at Leicester because they're quite good services. Then I thought to myself, Leicester's about 30 miles south of Nottingham and Derby, so I won't be going to them services. So maybe instead I'm going to stop over at Rothwell. They're coming up very shortly in the next 5 or 10 miles. It's not in Rothwell, is it? It's Rotherham. Oh, my mind's not with it today, sorry folks. Let's try and get past this one. So we're doing about 44 miles per hour. Let's get up to 50. Cruise control back on at 50. And now we're past them, we can get back over. was quite a nice shopping centre. Onto the right now. I've drove past it so many times, and it kind of reminds me of the Trafford Centre, so I've got a feeling it's probably the same people that built Trafford Centre, probably built this one as well. And the same owners, shall I say. Been a long few days, hasn't it? I think today might be a long one as well. I think I might be finishing for around 6 o'clock, hopefully a little bit earlier, and I get to see little man before he goes to bed. He normally goes to bed about 7 o'clock. But if he's really tired from preschool, he'd probably go to sleep for about 6, to be fair. Let's move over, let all the traffic on. Seems like a good time to take a half-hour break. Hopefully by the time we come back from our break, the traffic on the M1 southbound is going to ease up a little bit. Coming to a little bit of a stop at the moment. Now, does it take key fuels? I don't really know. It's the first time I'm actually stopping at these services, to be fair. So I don't really know what to expect parking wise. Right, JCB parking to the left with the caravans as well. And services for the cars up above. We've got a little bit of an overspill car park there as well for the trucks. I say overspill, I don't think you're meant to be parking there, but I think a lot of people will be. And yes, it is key fuel. Perfect, but where do you fuel up? Where do you pay for it? Sorry, do you pay on the pump? I think you may do. What I might do whilst it's busy. I think he's been waiting a while by the looks of it. Oh, it's only a small place, isn't it? Oh, it is really small. Wasn't expecting it to be so small. Plenty of parking though. Looks to be quite a new build as well. Plenty of space for the parking though, that's good. Well, that is definitely something I've never seen before. A shared umbrella scheme. That's fuel taken care of. Overall, Rotherham services are good. Very small, as you can see. Parking, plenty of parking. They've got nice clean facilities inside for the toilets and the showers. How do you get out of this place though? Ah, there it is. I didn't expect it to be either left north or right south. Kind of threw me off a little bit. Sure I'm actually going in the right direction. Right, okay, I'm a little bit confused. So I've got to go down, join onto this carriageway, go down for half a mile, turn around and then come all the way back up. Okay. I did not expect that in the slightest. Back up on the roundabout where we started to join southbound. Right there it is. That really threw me off. I didn't expect it. Matrix sign saying 50, but it looks like it's moving at least, which is good because we've still got 63 miles left to go. I think we made the right choice taking a break while we could. We've got some tanks on the other side of the road getting transported northbound. They actually look pretty cool, to be fair. I wonder where they're off to. Ourselves, we've still got 51 miles to go. ETA is 3:30, so we've got 1 hour driving until we get there. Traffic's eased up a little bit, but it's still saying 50 miles per hour on the matrix signs. So it might be a little bit after 3:30 when we turn up there, maybe 1:45, give or take. As long as the wheel's in motion, that's what all that matters. Hopefully they accept the delivery. Because if they don't accept it and they say, oh, you have to be here before 3 o'clock, and technically it's not really our fault. Well, why are they going so slow? I'm not kidding you. 38 miles per hour. 38 miles per hour on the motorway. Way too slow, that, buddy. I'm getting a bit close there. I'm getting a little bit close. I know it's 50 on the matrix, but even so, it's a little bit too slow. It's a shame you can't see this truck coming up. Nice little DAF 460 XF. I like it. It's got a big bull bars on the front, nice and white. Got nice, like a golden colour to it. Can't really see much really when it's driving past. I'm doing a really bad job of explaining it as well.
originally did want me to come off for Matlock, go down the A38, but there's a lot of stop starting going through there, and if you get stuck in a little bit of traffic, I'm just going to get put behind a little bit more. So the best option, personally, I think it's going straight down and jumping onto the A50 and then cutting across. So come off at like where Donington is, that area. Because the M1's really clear at the moment, so 56, not stopping, all the way down and then cutting across 56, not stopping, down the A50. I'm not a big fan going through the A38 route. Because you've got all the roundabouts, you got stop start, you got traffic lights. And because there's only 2 lanes as well, if there's any incidents on there, you're more likely to get held up. Not too far to go now, only 6 miles remaining. For the roadworks, we've got a lane closed on the right hand side. Been doing a little bit of teamwork with this rigid driver here, which is coming in. We've got lane closure, so they've actually slowed down to stop people jumping in. So I've slowed down a little bit, allow them space to then move across. Just keeps a nice flow of traffic. Just try and keep an eye on the biker a couple of cars down. I don't know if they will go try and start overtaking people whilst you're in the road work section. And the time is currently just hit 3:30. I've forgotten all about the roadworks down this little section. If you come at the wrong time, it probably add a good half hour onto your journey. With the time currently coming up to 20 to 4, we're only 10 minutes away. I wonder if we can go and get a tour of some of the JCBs whilst we're here. It'd be quite good if you could. I doubt it though. To be honest, I haven't really got the time to go and do something like that, but it would be good. If they turn around and say, hey John, come in and have a look at some of the machinery whilst you're here. Now you're doing a bit faster than the speed. Miles to go. Traffic on the other side is backed right up, and unfortunately on the way back down I think we might get caught in the tail end of all this traffic, because we're doing a right on this roundabout. So on the way back you're going to be getting a lot of people stuck on the roundabout to try and come this direction. Kind of sucks that. We're following the road down towards Rochester. Ah, come on guys. Me and the other driver to the left looked at each other, put our hands up in the air. I was like, nothing you can do about that. Have a good one, fella. And it's pretty much 4 miles now off this road that we're currently travelling down. The A518, but we're following it towards the Outin Towers for the B530. I've I've never been this way in a truck, for being honest with you. Done it in the car a few times, it is a little bit tight. Well, I don't think we'll be going as far as up towards Outin Towers direction. Farm Shop Cafe. That's quite nice there, actually. Overall, it's been quite a good drive down. I do like that blue for a truck. Sidetracked. I know I'm going the right direction because that blue truck was pulling a JCB trailer. Oh, getting some more JCBs. Right, which way's the direction for the factory? Some big diggers over there in the middle of the field. Got Portaloos getting down as well, so it looks like there might be a bit of an event going on. Deliveries up ahead. I've never been to this bit before, didn't know it existed. It actually looks really nice. I'm actually quite tempted to come down a little, man, if I'm being honest. Do a little tour. He loves all the big machinery and tractors. Even the walk around part, it's like a little park all the way around it. It looks really nice. Oh my god, I've just seen a giant sculpture to the right. How did I miss that? It looks like an eight-legged transformer thing with all the digger parts, all the big buckets. Oh, you can get to Outin Towers this way. JCB to the left. All deliveries. Go on, mate, let you through. Oh my god, is this the queue to get in? Oh dear. I might be here for about 4 hours at this rate. Oh no. It looks like we got lucky and pretty much straight through instead of queuing up, because we're going to a different. I thought it was going to carry on reversing then. So we're going to a different area than all these other trucks, so that's good. It's a nice bit of kit. Big JCB. I've got given a little map because it's quite a big area. And when it splits off in a minute, we're going to be doing a right. I hope I'm going the right direction. A little bit narrow around here. For the size of the place they've got around the whole JCB thing, you would think they make access a little bit wider. And by the way, this is a wide angle lens, so it is a little bit tighter than what it looks on the camera. So chaotic. Come across. No wonder we got a map. This place is absolutely massive. Drag across, mate.
Front pedestrian.
Do it again. Got to be on your ball around here. There's so many different walkways and hazards when you're driving through. Just got to take your time. Doesn't help that white van park there, does it? That's really tight to get around. You can see the other truck driver struggling a little bit. Just got to be careful of the rear swing on the passenger side for that white car. Well, we made it. I reckon the guy in front will be offloaded in no time, the rate that this guy's going. We're all offloaded now. And it's got to make our way to the exit. And through the little maze as well. I think it's here now, isn't it? And away we go. Well, we knew it was going to be a long day. The time is coming up to 5:15. And I'm due to get back to the yard for just before 7 o'clock. There's definitely some event going on. They're placing all the mats down now for trucks to be driving around. And it's all fenced off as well with all the black mesh. You might just be able to see it on the right of the camera. Oh, there we go. Got a sign up. 25th to 27th of July. Oh, it's a Golf UK event. "61 miles until we're back at the yard." In theory, the M6 now should be really clear all the way up. Might hit a little bit of traffic around Lim services for a little bit, but I think that was stop start, not much of a standstill. The A50 on the way down to here, perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever, and that is mainly because we're out on the backside of the rush hour. It's currently 10 to 6 now. Now I've said all that, I'm probably going to jinx myself. Hopefully not. And hopefully we just get straight through all the big traffic areas, such as like Knutsford, with no problems. I'm starting to get quite hungry now. I'm trying to think what time I had tea, oh, dinner. I think I had my sandwich just when we left Middlesbrough, wasn't it? So I'm going to say around 10 o'clock. Well, 9:30 I think it was actually. I've stopped bringing snack stuff to work with me as well, because when you're doing driving, you're not doing much exercise, and it's quite easy just to dip into that bag of sweets or a pack of crisps that you got lying around inside the truck. So to avoid temptation, I've not brought anything like that to work with me this week. Actually last week as well, I've done the same. So I'm just having my meals, and not been having much breakfast lately actually. I'm not much of a breakfast person. Saying that, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're not really that hungry, are you? Well, that is a great sight at this time of the evening. Currently 25 past 6 now. And as predicted, the M6 is nice and clear, 56 all the way, cruise control, no slowing down and no issues. Don't want to jinx myself because I've still got a couple of miles left to go and we don't know what's around the corner. However though, I'm not going straight back to the yard just yet. I've got to take this trailer to the mechanic garage around the corner so it can get its brake test done and do the service, etc., or whatever work it needs doing. And then I'm going to be collecting, I think, number 42 from the same garage, and then taking them both, well, not them both, can't take 2 trailers at once, taking the trailer that I'm collecting from the garage back to Haydock with myself. If possible, I'm going to try and stay connected to it so it just saves messing about for tomorrow if I need an empty trailer or not. But I'm ready for finishing, that's for sure. As it's currently hour 12 and a half that we're currently being in work for. Started at 6 o'clock this morning. I think it's going to be about 7:15 finish tonight. Luckily the garage is only around the corner from our yard, and it's going to be a quick drop and swap anyway. And it's only Wednesday, and this will be our third 13-hour shift done by the time I finish, which means the rest of the week I can't work more than 12 hours. Well, I think technically I can work up to like 12 hours and 59 minutes, but I can't work over 13 hours. So 12 hour is pretty much the cut off for it. Which isn't bad really, because it's a Thursday and Friday coming up next. So good finishing times. And no night out either, because tomorrow we've got a delivery down in Bolton, but we don't have to be there until 11 o'clock I do believe. They can accept a little bit earlier. So tomorrow it might be about an 8 o'clock start or 7 o'clock, see how we go. I've got to say, Andy, out at the office, you're a legend. Just got a phone call off Andy. He's like, right, one of our night drivers, their works fell through what they were meant to be doing tonight with the contract. So you get yourself back to the yard, and the night driver, who's not got a lot of work, he can take the trailer and do the swap instead. Perfect. So I can get off home. Appreciate that, mate. Saves me half hour. I can get home and see little man before he goes to bed, which is always a bonus. And we're just about to get back now. We've just gone 6:30.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, that is me done for the day, and that is me done for the shift. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow, 7 PM over on YouTube. As always, have a great evening, have a great day, and I'll see you again. Sorry, I just got distracted by a bloody wasp. They always come in at the worst times, don't they? Take care of yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again. Bye for now.